All right, Mr. Eckhoff, I'm Trevor Severino, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. So, what can you introduce yourself?
My name's Grant Eckhoff. I'm a candidate for County Board in District 4, which is in the central part of DuPage County. It includes almost all of Wheaton and Glenellen. Doesn't include the southwest part of Wheaton. Little Carroll Stream, Glendale Heights, Bloomingdale. And I've been on the board for about 20 years. Before that, I was on the Wheaton City Council. And my philosophy as a candidate and as an elected official has always been to try to deliver essential governmental services in the with the least possible use of taxpayer money. I've lived in Wheaton since 1965. I went to Lowell School, Franklin, Wheaton Central, so I'm a tiger like you guys. And then I'm a practicing attorney, my own law offices in Wheaton, and I live over by Monroe Junior High with my wife and 2 cats.
Right.
My cats are black and orange. I just want you to know. And I call them both Tiger. So.
I like that. What specifically motivated you to run for DuPage County Board?
The same thing that got me to run for the Wheaton City Council, as I thought I could make a positive impact on what was going on with that particular governmental unit. When I got on the Wheaton City Council, there were certain laws that were very restrictive in terms of what type of restaurants could be in the downtown business area. So when I got on, we changed those laws, and it took a long time, probably since before you were born. And since that time, people have learned that Wheaton is a good place to have a restaurant and upscale dining and things like that. So that has thrived, and that's reduced our reliance on property taxes. So I wanted to bring that philosophy to the county board, and I've worked during that time to keep a balanced budget, to try and reduce overhead where you can. I've been very lucky to work with the DuPage County Sheriff so that he and I work together to reduce the overhead, the costs to provide court security in every courtroom in the courthouse. Saves taxpayers a couple $100,000 a year.
If elected, what are your 1 or 2 goals that you hope to accomplish?
Well, number 1 is public safety, because I think public safety has been decimated by the garbage legislation that the people in Springfield have passed over the last couple of years and our governor signed. And I think you see that in Chicago, where carjackings are up 1,000%, and muggings are up, and a lot of people are getting injured, and that's creeping out to DuPage County. 50% of the people in the DuPage County Jail are not from DuPage County. My catalytic converter got ripped off my Prius when I was in having lunch at Arrowhead Golf Course. So I know it's coming out here, and I've been a victim of that. Second issue is mental health of everyone, because I think mental health is the health crisis of our generation, like cancer was about 50 years ago. And they really have to sit down and focus on it. They focused on cancer, they focused on AIDS, now I think they got to focus on mental health.
As a quarter of students at Wheaton South High School are considered low income, I would imagine this number could grow with the current inflation crisis. What are your specific plans to assist low income, disadvantaged families in DuPage County?
Well, at the county board, we've already passed an ordinance that is putting $5 million into assisting food pantries with the collection and distribution of food, so that it's easier for people to get it. We're trying to get it when it's fresher, so it stays fresh longer, and we're trying to make sure that everybody's got an equal opportunity to get some of that. One of my ideas is to try and have a system. I think some people tend to go around to different spots if they've got the time and maybe get more than they're entitled to, which takes away from everyone else. And I'd like to have a system in place where you have to check in with a card or something so that they can follow and monitor where you've been, so you can only get your fair share, and that just bounce all over the place to get more.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with the voters?
Well, I just think it's a very important election. If you're really concerned about our government and our society, I think you should get out and vote. We used to have 40 to 50% voter participation in off-year elections when it's not a presidential year, and that's been going down a lot more. When I ran for the Wheaton City Council, we'd have 20% people, we'd have 40, 50% for midterms. Now for our last primary, we only had about 20%. So a lot of people talk that they want change, they want things to be better, they want things to be different, regardless of what your position is on whatever issue. If you don't go down and vote, then if I had the ability to know that you didn't vote, I tend to listen a lot less to you. Because if you don't care enough to spend 5 minutes voting, then I don't sort of consider your opinion to be a lot less.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Eckhoff. It was nice speaking with you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you for your time.